going to do a quick somatics wrist-centered movement class, level 1, lesson 1, 2, and 3. So just make it super easy. Don't know how long it'll take, but probably not a whole long time. So we're going to go ahead and lay down on our backs. Start off with the legs flat, arms flat. Close your eyes for a few moments and just let your breathing be relaxed and normal. Just natural. We always give ourselves a little bit of time to sink into the earth and feel ourselves as deeply as we can. We'll bend the knees. In this position, just begin to flatten the back. So where it normally is a little bit arched in the lower back, go ahead and just press that flat and let it ease back to the neutral position, and press again. Just really feel how this area firms in order to create this flat low back, and ease it back. We're not dropping out, we're just letting it melt back to neutral. And notice where neutral is and how it feels one more time. Flattening really slow so we can feel the articulation of the whole movement. Now let's keep going a little bit stronger and see if you can notice this contraction feeling entering higher up so that the chest begins also to tighten up and easing back to neutral. All right, and a full breath here. We're going to take that arch and we're going to raise it, make it bigger. We do that by tightening the muscles of the back. So just feel that, go up a little ways and ease back down. Not dropping again, we're easing. We're letting it melt with control down to what the neutral is. You feel neutral. Let's go again, up, making the arch bigger, noticing how we make the arch bigger and where this tissue really is. Is it just right here, or is it also much higher up and also into my shoulders, easing back down to the neutral position. We're going to do that just one more time. Take a breath in, arching, and exhaling down. And let's keep going now. Flat. That's exhale. Inhaling now. All the way up into the arch, passing neutral. Inhaling, making a nice firm area in the back. Exhaling to flat. Noticing how we're moving the pelvis here. Noticing how we're connecting the abs to make a flat back. And then how at the end, the shoulders want to come into it as well. We're going to go to arching now, slowly moving back. Inhaling. And now pressing the shoulders into the ground, the elbows as well, to make the arch go across our back, exhaling back down into neutral. Notice where that is as you pass it, and go into the flat. And how do I do that? And where is it? Where do I really feel it? Where can I now feel it more? Exhaling, flattening, inhale. So let's begin to notice now how when we arch the back, the chin wants to come down. Easing back down, passing through neutral, flattening. And now when we really begin to articulate this flattening movement by tightening the front of the body, the chin wants to go up. At least that's one way we can do it. And reverse. This time also, as we arch, we're pressing the arms, elbows back into the floor, and the hands too. The chin is coming down. Exhaling, flattening. This time, their arms are going to roll in a little bit. Chin's going up. Everything's flat here. And I'm rolling the arms in, which is connecting to the tension that's happening here. And reverse. Take a few breaths of rest. And once we give ourselves fully to the ground, begin to consciously let go of anything else you can let go of. Any other places that are just right on that edge of your ability, and then you dive into that and you realize, oh, I actually can let go of my butt a little more. I actually can let go of my forehead a little more, my throat, whatever it is for you. Maybe you can get the whole thing to ease. The whole thing. Okay, we're going to level 2, or lesson 2. We're going to do somatic crunches. Go ahead and clasp your hands behind your neck. Same movement, but it's going to add the lifting part of the head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, arch. I like to get a nice press down here. Exhale, flatten. Once the back is fully flattened, and you actually feel that the chest is starting to engage above here, or as an extension of the abdomen, then go ahead and lift. Hold slightly at the top, and inhale, down. Slowly, with control. Continue the inhale to arch, pressing down. Nice, strong, beautiful firmness. Exhaling, waiting. I feel it tighten here, now here, and I can lift. One more breath cycle, inhaling down, continuing to arch. Pressing down, head, hands, elbows. I'm trying to relax when I'm making any of these firmer movements. So I'm getting up into a pretty strong contraction. It's hard to talk and do it, but I try to stay relaxed, even though it's strong. Easing down now to rest. After we give ourselves to the ground, try to relax anything else that still seems like you possibly can connect to it. All right, we're going to do opposite movements with the knees. Inhale, arch. First, same elbow comes to the same knee. Try to come down smooth. Inhale, arch. And again. Inhaling down. Now notice, when I lift up, I'm not pulling my knee back. When I lift up, I'm anchoring. So I have something to pull against. Also, I can reach and I can pull. And that completes the entire connection. Okay, we're just going to stay, same hand behind the head, switch legs. Makes a full body movement from this posture. So I've got this lifting part, right? If I let the knee come in, I lose this part. But if I anchor the knee, this whole system is engaged now, and as well as this one. Inhaling back. The other way is not wrong. You can do these variations in any order. Inhale, arch. Anchor the knee. Exhale, flatten and rise. Sometimes you have to work on breath control to make it all the way through. Exhaling now. Lifting. And staying relaxed. This is not a straining movement, it's a fluid movement. I'm going to switch over now. So it's just really luxuriate into this contraction, and then slowly exhaling, flattening, rising, holding slightly at the top, inhale down. See if that makes sense to you, to luxuriate in a contraction. Like, how's that feel? Okay, we're going to do somatic bridge. So again, in this natural neutral position. The back is a little bit flat, arched. We're going to flatten that curve out. Feel that, okay? Keep moving. So the tailbone starts to go up, right? And as we get as much of this lift as we can, just from the abdominal wall and the chest, then we push the feet, okay? And as we push the feet, we stay firm here, and we're lifting up, straight up this way. So this whole system now is getting quite taut. And I slowly lower it down. I'm trying to press one vertebra at a time. So the tailbone still as high up as I can keep it, keep this firm, and then giving it back just a bit at a time until I feel neutral. And then I pass neutral and go into the arch. Now I'm going to inhale, okay? Exhale, flatten. Go ahead and use as many breaths as you need. The chickens don't like the class. So when you're up, this is firm. Requires a lot of attention to stay like this. Try to do it and stay relaxed. So notice everything that's tight, okay? Easing down. Trying to really articulate and press down these points on the spine as carefully and singly as possible. Go to neutral and pass. Neutral one more time. We're going to arch. That's the inhale. And the flattening happens first. Then, once we know we're connected here and we're lifted, now we push the feet. Stay firm. Push and lift. Stay relaxed. We're just going to ease down to rest position. One at a time. Good about this far in to begin to notice what your mental state is like, because you've had plenty of time to squeeze out some debris. So by the time we get to this point, our body feels more relaxed usually. There's some more opening. Maybe we have more access to the actual terrain in our senses. And we might notice one of those senses is a sense of calm, a sense of a relaxed mind. Maybe. Hopefully. All right, we're going to flip it over, okay? So let's go ahead and lay on our bellies. You can have your chin or your forehead in your hand. Get yourself nice and flat, and we're just going to lift the head. Just go. Looking up, use your eyes. Try not to use your arms to press down, and then slowly ease yourself back. And look over here. And then up. And turn. We're going to exhale down, so that's the switch right there. Exhaling down. Take a breath in and out. And inhale up. At the top of the inhale, as our exhale begins, we turn. Now on the next one, take a breath of rest. On the next one, we're going to begin to feel as far down as we can how we're engaging this system, and then we're going to really, once we feel the butt begin to tighten, we're going to go ahead and work this area. We're going to actually engage it more deeply than our normal kind of like occupied, connection there. We're going to move it harder, not harder, more. Okay, so inhale up. Feel it and then tighten it. So the legs are going to come up too, exhaling around the opposite way. Full breath. Inhale up. We feel this connection going all the way down from here to the back to the butt. Now the legs are lifting and turning. Shake it out. Give your weight to the earth. Take a breath in. Put your left arm beside you. Take another breath in, let it go. You're going to inhale up, head, arm, and opposite leg. At the top of the inhale, pause, relax, and slowly come down. Take a full breath of rest. All the movements that we do on this side of the body, we're going to do them one at a time. Lift, descend, breathe, in and out. One breath of rest, or two. Sometimes two is good. Inhale up, head, arm, and hand, and opposite leg. Pause, return, exhaling. Full breath. Let everything go. One more breath. Let your butt go on your exhale. Oh, yeah, feel it. Let it go. Inhale up. Look over your shoulder. Use your eyeballs. Hold and return. Take a breath of rest and then switch sides. You can just go ahead and turn your head. I'm going to go ahead and turn this way. I hope that looked cool. All right, inhale up. Exhaling down. Right hand's beside us. Forgot. Full breath of rest. Inhale. Exhale. I just noticed I exhaled with my mouth just then. I was distracted. So during this session, we're trying to use our nose to pay attention to the breath, to time it with the movement. Maybe one more. Inhale up. Make sure you've lifted as much of your foot and as much of your elbow and as much of your head turn as you can do right now, and go down. So it's at that lingering end. You have to do a lot of things at the very end in a short amount of time, but not rushed. I talked quickly, but I think you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and roll onto the back. It's a good trick sometimes. After you give yourself your rest, so take as long as you want. Right? Sometimes when I'm done with my lay down, I've checked in, I've enjoyed it, I let myself actually feel, what did I just do? Why was I doing all of that? It was for now. It's for this recalibrating the nervous system, moving us out of sympathetic and into parasympathetic. That's what most of us need. Some people have a problem with parasympathetic, but pretty rare. Most of us are pegged sympathetic, right? We need to let that soften, let those chemicals, cortisol and adrenaline, wash out, drink a lot of good water. Then acetylcholine is going to come and help us chill it out. We want to have contact with nature. We want to have meaningful relationships. We want to have affection. We want to have trust, and we want to have economic security. Those are the 5 foods for the parasympathetic nervous system. So at the very end, sometimes I'll just do another couple of inhale, arch, exhale, flatten, just to remember this movement. I fold the knees to the side, roll over. As my head moves this way, I push up, and I get seated, and I'm all good. And we'll do this again very soon. Aloha.